Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of BRE Start. And today, we are going to do our version of the top 10 games of 2020, okay?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's very subjective, alright? It's going to be the BRE's take on you know, how
It's
we
just our
feel.
opinions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nobody get upset or angry. These
Just
are all
a right or wrong.
No, exactly. And I'm just going to say this right now, guys. I reserve the right to change my top 10 during this video. I'm just going to say that. I could change.
You have played every game ever made.
Yeah.
And
So-
I play a lot of them, and I'm sure I'm going to forget one.
It was a hard list to compile.
Yeah, it was.
And none of this is in order. Well, mine isn't.
No,
I don't know
mine's
about
not.
yours,
Isn't.
But
No.
mine's on order from best to, because that's just
Mine's in order of like general groupings. Like here's the top portion, here's the middle portion.
Yeah,
so,
true.
So how are we doing this?
So,
Does each person make? So we have this screen,
so what we have here is this thing.
and each person has a quadrant.
We're all color coded.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, with colors we prefer. Duke is always green. Steph is always blue. And now Charlie
Now
has
it's pink.
decided she's pink because of her hair. And I am always Viking purple and heartbroken. So we've made our list on corresponding colors to our quadrant, and we will stick them. And then what we're gonna do is try to compile one list.
In the middle.
To
Of
rule
a
them
group.
all.
One list.
We're gonna try to come to a consensus of a group top 10.
In the depths
Yeah.
of Mordor.
We're going to try, okay?
If we're ambitious, we'll rank them, but that's
That's too
much.
much.
Yeah, we don't know. We're gonna.
And there'll
We don't need
be
to do a lot.
probably disagreements at that point.
And
Alright.
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
ready to fight.
If
So
you're
let's-
ready.
Put up our quadrants.
All right, who's first? Let's
Look at the tape.
have Duke.
Okay.
My
Wow,
precious.
thank
The
you.
pro gamer goes first.
I'll go first. Okay, so
She's gonna have weird ones.
give me in no particular order. My top 10 games are Wasteland 3, Star Wars Squadrons, Streets of Rage 4. I gotta put the 4 on there. Sorry, I forgot to do that. It's important to
First,
distinguish.
second, all the
Noob.
third.
Yeah. Phasmophobia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot
I
all
think
about
that's on
that.
it. Really? How would
How?
you get that? That's like
That's
our
our-
game.
yeah.
What?
Doesn't care.
Wow.
about it.
We're too good at it.
Not yet.
That's
not
not
yet.
it. That's
No,
the
we
reason
can't
to
get
do
into it
it.
yet. We can't get into it yet.
Yeah, I'm like,
I am, however,
Assassin's
disappointed.
Creed Valhalla.
oh, true. I haven't finished that. I couldn't justify
Who
putting it on
can
my list.
finish Assassin's Creed?
Ever. You have to try at least 2 or 3 times. Half-Life Alyx.
I need to do that actually.
Yeah, you should. It was like in everybody's game. of the
Now
year.
that I have a VR.
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Population 1.
I've
See?
done the intro to that.
VR made my list really easy to round
You
out.
actually should party up and play her on that.
It's hard work.
Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually forgot that came out in 2020.
Me too.
And
that
I
was
saw
like
it.
the game of 2020. I feel
2020
like.
was like
Well,
an eternity long.
Now,
Yeah, that's true.
I will say, while I said no particular order in this cluster, the last 2 that I'm down to would arguably be in my top 2. And the first is Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the last is, of course, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh.
So that's my list. Like you said, I can talk about all of them. I'm going to.
There's gonna be a lot of overlaps too with everyone's lists, I feel.
Right,
Like,
and so we will cover all of that. But as a general feel, that's mine.
good
Nice,
stuff.
good stuff.
So, my 10 choices, not numbering them. Red Dead Online, officially, not the beta.
I can understand.
Yes.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
to.
yeah.
I
yeah.
had to.
It was a PC release.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big deal.
Little Hope.
Horribly scary game.
Wait, Little
I'm-
Hope's the one we all.
No.
No.
It was-
You
Oh,
guys
yes,
played it. You guys
yes,
played it
yes,
after
yes,
we
yes.
played it.
Oh, I forgot that
They
was
didn't
out.
invite us.
It was two.
Yeah,
It was
no.
2-player online co-op.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
couldn't invite you.
Yeah,
2 max.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot that game.
Cyberpunk.
No particular order.
Overlap.
This is no particular order. Yes. Yes. Overcooked, all you can eat.
Aw,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
I got back into my Switch, so that's my Switch game. The Last of Us Part 2.
Controversial.
I knew that was gonna be. Yeah, this is gonna be.
We're gonna fight.
Yeah.
That'll be the
I'm ready. Trust me, I've thought of my debate and I've got like rebuttals for days. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I can respect the argument.
I can respect
We're gonna get
both
into
sides.
it.
I can
Yeah.
respect both sides.
Same.
I get it.
Phasmophobia.
I'm hurt.
Wow.
I'm hurt. I'm really hurt that it's not on her list.
Yeah, me too. I thought that would be the one we'd all agree on. It was
Yeah.
kind of like,
My list is
It's
kind of
our game.
yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah,
We're
it's our
ghost
game.
hunters, man.
It's fine, but I think that
Ghost hunters for life.
Thank you, Charlie.
we're too
Yeah.
good.
That's not a reason to not include it.
And actually, that's not true.
The last one.
Yeah, we actually died in prison level, which we have to
That's
redo.
the worst.
No, we had a glitchy ghost.
That's true. Jess was stuck on the
That's
floor.
glitchy.
That's true.
You got
to be
killed
fair.
through a wall. But I still think it's
Yeah, we still haven't beaten
It's
it.
still our game.
yeah. I agree.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yep.
Definitely. Watch Dogs Legions.
I knew you guys were probably all gonna have that one.
Yeah.
Ghost of
It's one of the few games I
Tsushima.
actually finished
Mm-hmm.
last year.
And Death Stranding.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man. The walking simulator.
Who
Death
needs a
Stranding.
tape?
VR walking.
Or okay.
It is not a walking
No,
simulator.
yeah, that's someone who's not. If
The
you've not
first
played
3
it,
chapters.
Yeah, which
Have
is
you
a lot of
played
the game.
I didn't want to play through the long ass walking. It
No.
lost me.
No, you did.
That's why it wasn't on my list.
All right.
Enjoy the view.
Cyberpunk. Let's
Of
go.
Of course.
Oh god, there's so much pressure to tape these.
Mhm.
Jeez. Can you tape me?
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Watch Dogs.
Yours is all weird.
It's a cluster. It
Yeah.
can be whatever it wants.
I know
Oh,
this game
shoot.
did not come out in 2020, but I think it definitely broke out in 2020. Among Us.
I have 2 honorable mentions.
Some controversy.
Why is it controversial?
It's not.
I
a
just said.
2020
I just said. And we've got
Oh, that is it.
The Last of Us Part 2.
You're cutting it real close.
The family favorite, Fall Guys.
Fall Guys was a close one on mine.
Yeah, same.
First BRE game, I believe, was Grounded.
Ah, Grounded.
Grounded.
Yes, Grounded also.
I think that's the first time we
did
played
a-
together.
I think you're right, actually.
Yep. And even though it was glitchy, it was still fun. Faz, gotta include
Yeah,
Faz.
it's better now.
Yeah, to be
Yeah, I
fair,
haven't even opened it again.
Grounded
Yeah,
is a
same.
game that now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, maybe that should have been on my list.
Yeah, but it's like why this is cool because we forget it's hard to compile.
Yeah.
Shayla, let me see
2020's
your list.
COVID game, Animal Crossing, which everyone's addicted to.
I'll
That
be
was
the
the
tape-
game that I have
I'll
to
be
get
the
back
tape
into.
master.
I put Pistol Whip.
I know, that was another
Pistol Whip.
honorable mention of mine. Yeah.
It's on VR. I have a VR now.
It's
I'm
so
not
good.
the VR queen, but I'm enjoying it. It's good. Ghost of Tsushima. I don't even know how many this is. And then a Final Fantasy, the remake.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, and that's my list. No particular order either.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You want me to, like,
my
put your ones up?
mine, I'm going backwards because mine, although not in any particular order, are definitely in like grouping order of
Clusters.
thirds. Even though 10 doesn't
I'm lost.
evenly
Yeah.
divide into 3. So, the 2 I put at like the 10 spot is because they're controversial, because they aren't 2020 games, but they broke out in 2020.
Oh.
So,
Controversial
It is.
in that sense.
it is Among Us.
Mhm.
What a resurgence for those guys.
Yep. Imagine making a game like a few years ago and be like, this is good, and then
Alright.
2020 just blows it up because like streamers and
Probably
famous
yeah.
streamers are like
years
playing
now.
it. Yeah.
And Pistol Whip, another game that didn't come out in 2020, but
Pistol Whip.
don't
I was not ready for that.
say whip, say whip.
Whip.
Now say Pistol Whip.
Pistol Whip.
Alright, and then we go.
So those 2 are just kind of like in there because
I want them in
2020 games. I can't get enough of Pistol Whip.
You want them in there? God
It's
dang
very
it, then we'll
addicting.
put them
All
on
right,
there.
so-
honorable mentions. They go.
We'll put them on there.
Animal Crossing only down there because I don't consider it very gamely. It was a social thing. It was fun to like do, especially because right at the beginning of everyone having to stay home.
Lockdown.
It was very
It came
Sims-like.
It's a
along.
lockdown
so-
game.
Final Fantasy VII remake, because Final Fantasy VII OG is like my top 3 forever. Warhammer 40k Battle Sister.
Oh yeah.
No one. I realize that that's not gonna get added in the main list, and that I'm the only one out of here that's played it. So I had to represent and wear my Battle
Right.
Sisters shirt.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
it's gonna
on
get
mine.
cut.
Yeah, I have
But
games
it's-
like that. That's okay.
Yeah.
Grounded, because Grounded was so good, and it wasn't even. It was in beta. It wasn't even full game.
Yeah.
It was fun, and all the stuff they're gonna add, and
Yeah, we need to get back
Obsidian's
into
awesome
we do.
anyway.
Obsidian.
Wasteland. I'm with Duke. I put that on mine.
Wasteland 3.
Yes, I didn't put the number 3. Wasteland 3. But we're more RTS people than those two are, I'm sure. But the graphics and everything from RTS. Watch Dogs, Legion. I didn't put that
Yes.
either.
Yep.
Yes.
That was fun just because of all the, all of us played it. All of
What
us,
happened? Oh, just the one?
It fell.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought all of them fell.
No.
all of us played Watch Dogs, and I guarantee you, all of us did it differently because of all the different ways you could solve it,
Yeah,
which was
our
cool.
crews were different.
And then my top 3 are for sure top 3. Ghosts of Tsushima,
We can all agree on that one.
just a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fine.
It's all falling apart. at
See,
this
that's why
point.
I overlapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
That's a good idea.
Last of Us 2. There's no tape on this one.
Oh,
Oh, because you.
Jess forgot
I-
to tape that.
Yes, you
She
did.
forgot to tape that.
It was
forgot
me.
it.
Sorry.
It was you.
Last
Sorry.
of Us 2, and the Last of Us series being one of the greatest. Last of Us 2 was
Prepared to discuss that.
yeah. I have a lot to discuss about that too, and it all pertains to professional wrestling.
Of course.
And number 1, solid number 1, Cyberpunk
Yep.
2077.
Which a lot of people might also hate us for.
Yeah, but cry
that's
about
like-
it. It's your hardware. It's not the
Nothing.
game.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
We can
alright.
get back into that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can.
Alright, you guys.
So we have our now, as you can see, we have our clusters of our games, and I think you can look at them and get a general feel for like what we played and which ones obviously are some pretty clear overlaps. So I'm actually surprised that one that all four of us did was Animal Crossing. I wasn't really expecting
Yeah.
that one. I was expecting Faz as our game,
Yeah.
but Animal Crossing. I feel like because we all four picked it.
I think Deep Rock Galactic is our game, and that's a 2021 game.
No
so
one. Oh, true. Yeah.
Is it? It is, right?
Just.
It is now.
Animal Crossing.
I think it's a 2020 game, but it is.
Actually,
It's
now that you
not-
said that, I'm like, oh my god, my mind, I
Animal
can't.
Crossing?
No,
Deep
Deep
Rock.
Rock.
Oh no, it did come out in 2020. I did look it up.
Now it needs to be on there.
Now it needs to be on there.
Animal Crossing was definitely a game that could have slid under the radar just because it wasn't like a. It was just like a very.
I also
leisurely.
didn't put Animal Crossing on my list.
Oh.
You
Yes,
did?
you- Oh no.
I did not.
I thought you did.
I did not.
Wait, what games
I
did we have all across the
Everybody
board?
has. Let's see.
I was
Cyberpunk.
totally wrong.
Cyberpunk Ghost.
Phasmophobia, except for one.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Assassin's Creed.
Ghost. Did we all do Ghost?
Yeah. Did we all do Ghost?
I didn't do Assassin's Creed because I didn't
Oh.
start it.
I didn't do it either. I only
Oh.
started the intro and then Cyberpunk came out.
Yeah,
so
that Cyberpunk.
So-
Well, damn.
Alright. No, wait, did we all do Ghost?
Let's try to find ones we can
Yes,
agree
deal.
need to absolutely be on there, right? Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk and Ghost.
do we want
all
to
put
discuss
those.
it when we're doing it, or do we want to put them in
I
sort
say
of
we
rank?
put it on and we can talk about it. Let's
Okay.
talk about Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk!
First. Let's talk
Okay.
about it first. That's
I'll
a good
go
one.
back to
Put
what
them
I
all.
said.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. The only reason people hate Cyberpunk is because their hardware can't handle it, and you cannot blame the hardware on the game. The game is great. It is made for PC, ported to console. If it's made for PC, it's always going to run better on the Microsoft machine since the Xbox is basically a TV PC. So, PlayStation and last gen have no room to complain and cry.
So
it is a
basically,
great game.
Yeah, don't base the game based on like the
Because
issues that were
you
with hardware.
couldn't, and for whatever reason, not everyone can afford
Yeah, we're in a panini.
3090 super duper whatever, but that's not on the game.
And next gen, like the games for next gen are still coming out, right? Like they're not actually out yet.
No,
So-
and I just think it would be a real shame for someone to completely pass on Cyberpunk and just never play it and never pick it up just because they read all of the horrible things online that people were saying. Now listen, I'm not saying that the developers of Cyberpunk are completely without some responsibility in how this all went down and why it blew up like it did. I'm not saying that. However, they've put out statements pretty much accepting full responsibility and saying they're gonna fix it. And if you base it off their history with games like The Witcher 3, which people tend to forget had a
Skyrim?
horrible
Oh
launch.
my God,
Well, that's not their
Skyrim.
game, but it's also it's an open world RPG. It's the same type of game. And anybody that's been playing games like this for any length of time, and like it's pretty common. I don't want to say it's acceptable for games to come out buggy because it's not. But in my experience, playing on a really good PC, Cyberpunk was one of the least buggy games that I've ever
With
played.
zero problems on Xbox X.
So everyone should at least play it. It is lower on my list because of the problems, because of how buggy it was. But I understand that it was.
You played it on PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5.
That's-
She has an Xbox and a badass computer and chose to play this game.
It's a fair
But-
representation, I think,
And
of the
then across the
experience.
board.
I want to
Yeah.
play PlayStation 5. Don't judge me.
Yeah, and like you said, is when you're able to be like, yeah, obviously it's gonna run better on a PC than
Oh yeah, when
PlayStation 5.
I played it on, or like sat through Jess's PC play, and it was completely different. But I will say, like, the game was fun. I dropped out of it just because it kept crashing, and it was just too buggy for me.
I hope that
So
one
it's
day
lower on my list.
you'll give it another chance
I will.
on PC. When you feel like, because
I
you know you always circle back around. Because
Grab it on PC, you'll think it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
I agree.
and yeah, so I think it's pretty safe to say like Cyberpunk is
The story is so beautiful. Like, it's
Yes.
so cool. And, like,
Keanu's in it.
yeah,
And
Keanu.
a
here's
great
the thing.
performance, I think.
was
Here's the
like-
thing too, is that people can complain that like PS4 and Xbox One last gen had games like Ghost of Tsushima, which was a beautiful
Amazing.
game graphically and a great game, but you can't compare it because the not how big it is this way, but how big it is this way is so ambitious that you cannot compare the two.
One gripe that I did have, which is it's got squashed immediately, was the create a character. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Is so detailed and so cool. You can create characters like however you want. That the game is only seen from like first person perspective.
Yeah.
But which means when you see your character in reflections of mirrors and cars and cutscenes, it makes it that much more special because you forget the cool character you made. That when you see them put into a scene with freaking Keanu Reeves, and you're like, oh, cool! Like, it's really good. The cutscenes include your character in such a way that's really.
And I
nice.
think people forget that like what a special thing it is to see your reflection in a mirror, and it's not your standard thing. Like, it shows the hat you picked,
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
shows
Your
the
hair
shirt
color
you're wearing.
and your
You
scars.
changed your hair. Like, it's
Your
not this
cybertick.
The fashion, and I'm obsessed with the photo mode. The
Yeah.
photo mode is like a game in,
Yes,
in
there's
itself.
special spots that can give you special photos
Mm-hmm.
in Night City.
And that combined with the fashion in the game, like I'm set, and it's a game I'm gonna replay it a lot of times.
Mhm.
Like that, I'm certain. Like for me, it takes the spot in my like all-time list. Like not just 2020, like all-time list. Cyberpunk is like, yep, that's
Yeah.
my kind of game. It's my favorite it's my favorite genre. It's the best of that genre that I've ever played. At least that's my opinion. That's how I
I
feel about
think
it.
that's also why I'm not as into Cyberpunk is because I don't like first person games. I'm not a fan of first person. I like third person. So I think that's why I was just like, it's okay, it's cool.
That probably helps because
Yeah.
I prefer first person over third
Mm.
person usually.
Yeah.
I find, and like probably the last thing I'll add about Cyberpunk. Oh, I guess I forgot what I was gonna say.
Good.
All right, moving
On
on
to the next one.
Yeah. Next on the list I think did we
Ghost?
Yeah, I think one that we all picked
touched
was
on
Ghost.
Yeah.
And I think so. I definitely think that should go.
Ghost is simple. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The combat was complex enough but easy enough.
It
the
reminded
story,
me of Assassins.
the
but-
story was amazing.
The progression in the game, which is something that's really important to me with games that are long.
Oh,
and
that's what I was gonna say.
Grindy. Like, what were you gonna say?
About Cyberpunk
Yes.
was that most
moved on.
games, most open world RPGs, everyone that games will say you start it and then you realize how you're supposed to make your build and your skill tree, so you restart it so that you can build your skill tree. But Cyberpunk doesn't punish you for making a balanced build. You can I don't know, you don't have to be so heavy on one end and specialize,
There's no
like-
right or wrong way to play.
Yeah.
which
There's
later
not. You
it'll
can
be
just
like
play
complain
it.
about.
I do wish we could join games in Cyberpunk. Like, I wanted to be a bozo.
I remember telling you about them because I was reading about the lore. That was a
Yeah.
little, like I said, there's definitely complaints, alright? No one said it was a flawless game. Bye, boy.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, I will say, going back to Ghost, I think, first of all, talking about comparing it, it was built for that generation of
Yes,
console.
it wasn't
So,
ported.
it's
It
right.
wasn't
It was
ported
made
over
for that.
from computers.
So of course it's going to make the absolute best use of the hardware, as you know, being towards the end of a lifespan of that. So of course it's going to be incredibly beautiful. But it was almost a perfect game in my opinion, from start to finish. Like playing it all the way through the story, I'm like, that really felt almost perfect.
So emotional too.
Yeah, like everything from the
character
soundtrack, the
development,
characters,
yeah.
the way their stories played out. It was.
Do you have to go outside?
Uh-oh.
Do you have to go potty?
Oh, we might need to pause it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we all agreed, right? Like,
Yeah. As I was saying.
definitely goes on our top 10.
Yeah, pretty near a perfect game in my opinion, and it's got to be top game of 20. Like not, I'm not saying top game, but a top game of 2020. Like I would understand
Top
if people
contender.
said, if people were like, it was in everyone's contender list.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
What's another that
Alright.
all of us have?
Let's see.
3 out of 4 got Phasmophobia.
That's true.
Yeah, but we can do the 3.
I think Faz should be.
Yeah, we have to go with 3s.
Whatever games are like mostly chosen between us. So,
Yeah, so
we've
there's
got
now it's down to 3.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing was 3.
Animal Crossing, Faz,
Last of Us.
Last of Us, and
So let's start with Animal Crossing.
there was
As
another
well.
one.
Yeah, there was another one, but we'll go through it. Like,
Okay, Animal Crossing.
right? Does everyone agree that that should be on the list?
They're not in any particular order.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
we're going to 4, 3,
Yeah.
2.
These are ones we agree on should
Yeah.
be on the BRE top 10.
Yes.
That's what we're agreeing on right now. And I think Animal Crossing should be on the list.
It,
Because we
it could have
did
snuck
play
under the radar. Like I said, I put it on mine just because.
Because it's such a mindless, easy game to play.
I gotta
that's
switch
addicting.
just for Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And just I don't know, it is just a social game sort of, but
Yeah.
there is a lot in it to do, especially when you have friends to play with and people to actually do things with when you play. It is really satisfying.
And they've added, consistently added facets to the game.
I love the seasons too, that they change real life.
They keep it fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the game developers of Animal Crossing are so smart because they released it like earlier than it was meant to because of lockdown and COVID.
I didn't know that. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they released it like only not much, but like they definitely were like capitalizing on the fact everyone was inside, and
It was
then
a perfect game for it.
Switches sold out everywhere.
It was my first foray into the Animal Crossing series. Also, I was very suspicious. I was just kind
You
of
were
like,
kind of a Harvest Moon and other.
which actually is part of the reason I thought I might like it, because it did kind of remind me of
What do you do?
Harvest Moon type of game. But I also was like, I knew it was very different, and I think actually playing with you guys helped a lot. And recently, I started playing it again with my nieces. So I played it when it first came out obsessively for several months. And then I took a break and I didn't touch it for
You
months.
back on it now.
And I'm back on it now. Like, it's serious, okay? I'm serious about Animal Crossing this time around, guys.
Did you guys ever? So I did the thing where you get the character cards. You could buy them off
Yeah.
Etsy.
Oh, I did that actually.
And
They're
you can
right
have
over
really
there.
cool characters like
Yeah.
yeah. It got me. Yeah.
These
And on
little guys?
Etsy they sell them real cheap. Just
You
so
collect
know.
them
50 bucks.
collecting those.
And you scan them in their characters in your game.
You
They
scan
know-
them with your Switch, and then they become
Wow.
like the actual characters.
They don't
within
just
the
show
Animal
up.
Crossing universe.
You have to still convince them to
You
be
do,
doing
yeah, yeah,
it.
that's true. You
but
do
they
have to
do
work
come
for
to
it.
your island, which they wouldn't under any other circumstance.
It reminds me of Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I think that's why it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a good.
And if you
it's
want to
just
get
fun.
really into it, they've split the invitable characters into tiers.
I know you get
So you
rare.
can
You
get,
get like
like,
rare
rare
ones.
Wow.
I'm more
Extreme
expensive.
now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot where I'm like, I'm sorry, that's a good game. When they give you all these hooks that
Yeah.
you're just like, yep, I want it. Yep, I want to collect it.
Yeah.
I need that. Oh, I need that hat.
We
Like,
definitely all agreed with that.
So yeah, that's
Alright.
Animal Crossing's got good vibes from all of us. I think. What else we got?
Another one.
Phasmophobia.
Faz got to be on there.
Do you agree with that? You.
I mean, I
Did
agree it should be on the
select it.
list. I didn't put it on my list only
Listen.
because I wouldn't play it if it wasn't for you guys.
Oh, okay, but that's not. I mean,
true.
like, I think that's a fine reason to want to play a game. There's several games that I
Yeah,
would only play
sure.
with
I'm
people.
not disagreeing. It should be on the list.
Now, I do want to say this game was made
It's alright.
by one guy.
That's so cool.
Now, there's more people working on it now, to my knowledge. All right, I'm sure people will quote us on that. But it was originally made by one guy who had never really done game development before.
That is freaking awesome.
And
I
so,
love that.
I think that's like such a
And he
cool
refused
idea.
to sell it too, huh?
Yeah,
That's
well,
not
right.
bad.
Which is because he wanted it to, which I think there are more people working on it, but the reason it's as small as it is because he wants it to be a certain type of game, and that's what's important to him. And I'm like, oh, that's such a cool thing as a gamer to be able to literally create your perfect game, exactly what you want, the way you want,
Yeah.
and now it's got enough support, like you can do it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, it's only gonna get better. I think it's only gonna evolve and
You can
get
constantly get updates with the new maps and stuff that they
new locations, new
Yeah.
devices, new ghosts, like,
New features like when you
Yeah.
are a ghost, you can throw stuff now.
Oh, that's fun, but no one ever notices it.
Yeah.
And every time someone tries, they can't.
I remember when you did it though.
When I picked up a mug, I was like, I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm a ghost.
That was actually when
Look at this mug.
when we played with Rhonda last, she was obsessed with. She died every time, but she was obsessed with
Yeah.
throwing the coffee cups everywhere,
Yes.
and it was like they clearly had just made that update. But it's just a great game. I think it's great to play even by yourself. I think it's totally it can be a single player game.
So you played it in VR. That's like a whole next level thing. I don't
Yeah.
think I could do that.
I should say that too. So I started off playing like we were all playing just on our PCs, but it was available in VR from the beginning. But I didn't want to play it in VR. Like I was scared
I
enough
blame you.
playing on PC. Like I remember the training level took me a while. It took me 2 or 3 tries of the training level to even go in that. Because when you go in the house and it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I can't. It was even worse in VR.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But now that I've started doing it, I can't not play it in VR
Yeah.
now. And I want everyone else to play it in VR too, guys. And I think that we should all do videos where we all take turns playing in VR. I think it'd be so much fun. I want to do it. I want to see everyone
And then
else
we'll
play
make
it
it
in
so
VR.
good that we'll do ghost hunting in real life. Next.
Well,
Let's go with the Ouija board. No, I'm not.
No.
I would like to try
we
Spirit
got
Box in
3
real
for
life.
Watch Dogs as well.
Yeah. What do we think about that one? Did you play?
I
Watch Dogs?
played Watch Dogs a little bit, but it kind of did to me what it did to Steph with Cyberpunk, where I started playing it, but something about it just didn't hook me. And it was a game that I'm like, you know what, I should probably revisit this later. Like, I think maybe I was just in the mood for a different type of game. And that, because I also think I really wanted Cyberpunk.
That's
I
what it
really
was.
just wanted to play Cyberpunk, and it was like, Watch Dogs was just not quite what I was. It's not that it was bad,
Yeah.
just a different type of game, like the building of your crew and stuff. It was like a whole thing, and I was like, I just really wanted Cyberpunk, and I think it
really-
skewed my opinion.
I think the building of the cruise is so cool.
I love that part
Yeah.
of the game. It's just you can recruit anyone.
For what you need, it's
I
cool.
recruited old lady just because I wanted to.
Just off the street. That's the thing with the game. It's so crazy.
Anyone off the street.
Anyone off the street you can recruit. Obviously, there's people that have higher stats that you should probably recruit more, like hackers specifically. But like you can recruit old man Jenkins just
You're so
right
cute.
off the freaking road. It's cool.
I hate. My thing is that I hate starting a game like.
Agree.
I don't like playing more than one big game at a time. I'm a completionist. I have to finish the game. And I'm not necessarily a 100%er on most games. There's some games where I have to 100% it, but for the most part I need to finish the story. And if another game's coming out, I'll just zip through the main story just so I can get it done. But I think that I finished Watch Dogs because Cyberpunk was coming out, and that's the reason I don't have Assassin's Creed on mine because
Yeah.
I didn't have time to play that and start it because I knew
Same.
Cyberpunk was coming out. So
It's
that's
still-
my game that I have to go back to.
Yeah. Speaking of, can we just talk about Valhalla real quick then? Because
I would, how many
It's
of
only
us-
2.
it
But
is. I thought it was 3.
I feel like I would really like it, but I've only played the start of it, and I don't really have that. There's not really much to go
The
on.
Last
That's
of Us.
this
Oh,
is what
Last
I
of
was
Us
actually
2.
gonna say. I played Valhalla and I love it, but I haven't played it very far because Cyberpunk came out.
Yeah, everything.
See, I don't like
Halted.
doing that. I would
made
have
a
had to
mistake.
finish
Okay, I know I made a mistake.
because I also am like, if I say, oh, I'm gonna go back to a game after a long time, then I just end up restarting the game anyway.
Well, yeah.
So
And
why
I
even
will.
start it?
That's true. I've already
Yeah.
forgotten the start of
Yeah.
Valhalla that I want to restart
Yeah.
anyway. So.
And that's the thing where it's like it is amazing, and I know I'm gonna love
Damn
it.
you, Cyberpunk!
Yeah, it's, when there's a game
Because
like
of
that,
you.
it really that holiday season, listen, of gaming is really rough.
Yeah.
It's like it's rough,
We
okay.
have so many games that came
First
out.
world problems, Ross.
It's just literally enough time to even play them all because there's just so many. It was just like I can't. But
That's true.
so I'm okay with Valhalla at least being put on hold, right?
I think, yeah.
Because I'm not. I understand, but I'm also like I need to give it more time.
Yeah,
it
I don't
deserves
know
that.
to judge it. So, are we agreeing that Valhalla? 1, 2,
Last
3,
of Us.
5.
Now, yeah.
Last of Us is 3 as well.
Yeah, I know everyone.
Oh,
I-
getting ready.
It's gonna go on the list, okay? It can go on the list. I know. Me too. I know. Here's the thing, okay? I won't say that The Last of Us 2 is not a great game. And can I just say, also, I love The Last of Us, the first part. All right, part 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely love it. And I was so excited for this one. And while it is an awesome game, I've never disliked playing a game and being a protagonist more than when I played this game. It made me so uncomfortable to just play the game because I hated Abby so much. Like, you made me hate her. You made me just despise her in every possible way. And then I have to play her and somehow get sympathy for her and like feel sorry for her and want her to succeed. I wanted her to die. I took pleasure. Every time I died a horrible death as Abby, I was like,
I think
like, it was great. I loved
every
it.
single
But I think-
person that's played as Abby has jumped off the cliff as soon as they were able to play her.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
so
that's a
satisfying.
universal thing. But what other game has made you play a character that you despise so much and you go through this roller coaster of like
I
learning
think
about her past and like because Joel and Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, the first one. Joel is one of my favorite characters and he's voiced by Troy Baker, who's
It's a
amazing. I forget. Sorry,
That'll be a
dolphin.
dolphin noise.
And like when he got spoilers for anyone who hasn't, obviously this whole video is a spoiler, but when he got killed in the most gruesome way, I despised Abby too with everything that I have. And then they make you play as her, which is like, what other game has made you feel so?
that's what I was gonna say to Jess was like all the things she was saying why she didn't like the game is exactly why it's a great game.
It's nothing we ever thought was going to happen with the game, you know? Like, none of us saw that coming, but like, for writers and every creative medium to be able to tell a story that's not the norm of what we expect, because they're telling the Last of Us story, they're not telling it for the fans, which is, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to tell the story of Last of Us, which everyone
Which
thought
I
was
can
just
respect.
Joel and Ellie. Yeah.
That they had a vision and they were like, we're gonna do it no
Yeah.
matter what. Which I'm like, okay.
Because Abby grew on me. I really like Abby. I thought she was... I hated her first. I think everyone hated her
Yeah.
at first. Everyone jumped off the cliff as soon as they were able to play her. But like...
or tried.
Yeah, but she grew on me. I don't know if she grew on you. I thought that having
it
a...
doesn't if she
Romy.
didn't grow on you though, I just think Last of Us, all the hate that it got when it first came out because of the end, basically in a nutshell, the ending or the story not being so happy and being the way a game should be, like that's gonna do nothing but make games boring for us if you hate a
have
game
enough-
and don't buy
We
it.
have enough heroic,
Like,
good
and
ending
that
stories.
is
yeah.
my tie-in to pro wrestling.
Oh,
is if the
there we
good guy always wins every single match, why are you gonna watch? What makes it compelling is the what ifs. Like, are you gonna play a game like what if
It's
what
human.
if
It's
what if
human.
And there were no good guys and bad guys.
People
in the
forget
end.
Joel was an anti-hero. He was never a good guy. He at this decision he made at the end of the first one was so selfish, and like that's a human thing. He wasn't good or bad. He lost his daughter at the very start of that game, and then he grew attached to Ellie and saw her as a daughter figure, and she could have saved humanity. You know, like people forget that he's pretty selfish. That even at the end of the first game, I remember feeling a bit uneasy, just because I was like, I don't know if that was a good thing. he
I
just
remember
did.
that too.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a controversial take, but I think at the end of the game, I liked Abby more than Ellie.
I did too.
Yeah.
I agree.
I also hated Ellie. I just hated
Ellie
them all.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that in the end, in a world like that, you could see how everybody would suck.
But man, I don't know. I
True.
play games to have fun. I know it's like good to have the variety, but also I'm like, it's like every time I'm like, I just want this to be over. This is not fun.
They could have shaved that game like 3 hours shorter. Like I feel like they extended it when they didn't have to. Like the gameplay was great.
I
like the length.
I
was like, please never
I didn't.
end.
Yeah,
No, not me.
I didn't want the
It
game to
dragged at
end.
some points for me.
I didn't want the game to end. I like that game was number 2 behind Cyberpunk. With a solid 1 and 2 on my list.
Yeah.
So
It definitely should stand out as one of the best games of
But there's no
2020
like
though.
correct or wrong. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's
Yeah.
the beauty of this. Is just
that's why this is fun.
I can hate the game and still be like, no, it should be on the list.
Yeah, we
like,
agree.
It doesn't have to be on my list, but man, it should definitely be on the list because it is a really well-made game.
yeah.
But like, don't get your hopes up in any way, shape, or form.
So what's the next game?
So
That went well.
Yeah, she was ready to throw bombs. I'll tell you guys this. Charlie's been all week. We've like planned to get together today, and all week Charlie's been like, I cannot wait. Like rolling her sleeves up, like I
told
cannot
more
wait
than I-
for this Last of Us 2 discussion.
I really
am
thought
ready.
I thought it was gonna be more like but we kind of all agree to
Yeah,
disagree in some areas, but like
It wasn't a bad game.
no,
I
loved
don't understand. That's the thing. I don't understand the heat that the game got.
no, me either. The stuff that people complained about, I'm like, well, like I'm complaining about it, like hating the game, but the game itself, objectively, is good.
Yeah.
Like you can take your opinion of the game out. I'm like, no, it's still an amazing game. I just don't like it. I didn't enjoy playing it.
I am
Not
into-
every movie has to have a happy ending.
Right. And some people out there just don't like watching movies like that. And I'm like, you know what? Those movies aren't for you. And I was like, yep, that one wasn't for me. I'm glad I played it, but like
the options are there, and
Right.
it makes it lets storytellers be able to tell a variety of stories without worrying about
Yes.
what people say online. You know, like tell all the different kind of stories you want, because if there's just one sort of thing, like one sort of genre or option,
How
for a
stale life is.
Yeah.
Social media is supposed to
Yeah.
connect us, and it's gonna make life more stale if all
getting
people
too
do is
deep.
complain.
I know.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that where it was like, no, we had some strong opinions on those.
See?
So,
Yeah. Okay.
but still, like you
Yeah.
said, I
We
think
all
we
agree. It's on the list.
It's on the list. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 4 more.
All right, you guys. What have we got here?
So Assassin's Creed gets 2.
I would say
What?
that. it
So
would,
the
I just haven't
twos are
played
what?
it.
Assassin's Creed,
Among Us.
Final Fantasy.
We got 3 Among Us, but like I know
But
it's
I feel like it should go in the honorable
special.
mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorable mentions.
I think we all agree it like should absolutely be on the list if it had released in
Am I the
2020.
only one that plays
Pistol
Fall
Whip.
Guys?
Pistol Whip got 3.
You
as
guys
well.
don't like Fall Guys?
That's another.
I did
I
really.
enjoyed
I did
Fall
like
Guys.
Fall Guys.
Oh, but yeah.
I feel like Fall Guys
I
can
can
go on
only-
the list because we
We
were
were all
liked it.
addicted.
It's a
for
great
second.
party game.
Yeah, it is like just one of those games that's more simple.
I don't know if I would pick it as the best game of
Final-
all the games that came out though. Would it be on my top 10?
Did
No, it was
probably
fun.
not. Yeah, I don't know.
Did we look up and see if Pistol Whip came out in 2020? Because I don't think it did. I'm
What?
pretty sure it came out before.
That's why I put I put Among Us.
And it was an
Pistol Whip
honorable
as
mention
I
as
think-
well.
Final Fantasy
So here, and then
3?
listen.
2?
Oh, it came out in 19.
That's what I thought. Okay, now I will say this: my list was rounded out by some VR games. All right, now I've been playing VR longer than the rest of the VR, but they are playing now, and I feel like it's my.
They're going. Zoom in on
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
this. Embarrass her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
embarrassed.
I'm sorry.
So, I think
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Do we all play Final Fantasy?
I've never been a fan of.
That's one I would like to play.
Oh, you haven't?
Never
Okay.
got around to actually playing it, so I can't. I'm like, I don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
But-
we've reached a difficult part where it's
Yeah, I feel like we start making our cases for the
So
ones that we
there's
think.
Wasteland as 2, Final Fantasy as 2. What about Grounded? Like you guys
Grounded.
forgot about Grounded.
Well, it wasn't on my list, and it should have been. It definitely should have been.
Okay, I'm gonna do this for me. You guys can disagree with me. I've only popped in to Pop 1 and watched Jess play it a lot, and I can agree that's in one of the top 10.
Population 1.
Yes, because without playing it, I can tell because I played way back. Me and Jess years ago were on
We played PUBG before it was
PUBG
cool.
before it was cool. The guy broke away from whatever it was.
We played Fortnite before it was.
We
a
played
battle
Fortnite
royale.
and it wasn't a
Oh,
battle
yeah.
royale game. It was a tower building.
Yeah, and we were playing it, and then it became a battle royale game. And we're like, this is dumb.
This is
we're
stupid.
gonna play PUBG.
No, we were playing PUBG. We were playing PUBG. Then we played Fortnite as the tower
Yeah.
defense game. And then when it became battle
Right.
royale, we were like, what are they doing? Copying PUBG? This
Basically,
sucks.
yeah. So we basically hated it. But
So,
yeah,
Me and Charlie was like 12 at the time.
yeah.
As
yeah,
much
pretty much.
as we loved PUBG, I already know I will love Population 1. I just don't have a VR headset. I just use Charlie's sometimes, and I don't want to make a profile.
I've only done the intro, so but if you guys would
In
like
my
to put it
opinion,
there, I mean
it's a game that's worth buying a VR headset for. If you like battle royale games at all, or
Population one.
shooters,
oh,
yeah.
only
Pop
one
one.
person. There we go.
So it's definitely a game. It's like a genre-defining game in VR, and I really think
Yeah,
it took me.
that's
actually,
what I mean. I can see that.
I really didn't want to play it at first because I was kind of overwhelmed and intimidated, and you have to play in teams of 3, so you have to play online with people, and it helps if you communicate with them and actually talk. Like the game, you aren't gonna win games if you don't
I
communicate.
like talking to people I don't know.
But I will say this. But I will say this. Okay, this is the thing about VR gaming.
I'm scared.
I have noticed that not 100% of them, but the vast majority of the online community in VR gaming is really nice and helpful.
Oh, I believe it. I'm
And,
just
like-
shy. I'm an
and-
introvert.
And it was just surprising to me how easy it was to actually play. Like I was so worried about it, and then once I actually just took the dive in and I'm like, yep, this was one I will play
Sweet.
forever. So
Well, yeah, I'm happy to put that on the list.
I think it should, yeah. If any one of the VR games, that one, and Half-Life Alyx is again, I'm going to talk about genre defining. My God,
I think Final Fantasy should be on the top 10 list. I think you guys would really enjoy it.
I think I would.
just-
I don't know if Steph would. I don't know what's her kind of game. But I think
Once
Jess.
you
I
get
think
into
I
it,
would.
the style of fighting is it's obviously live action.
It's like
turn-based.
live action turn
Right.
based, so
Like
it's a
a blend.
mixture.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fan of turn-based combat.
Which is why
in
you
games.
didn't like Wasteland, like me and Jess.
I don't think I ever played Wasteland, but I don't like turn-based combat. Just I don't know why it's not my thing. But the live action really took you out of it being turn-based, even though it was still turn-based. If that makes sense. But it was a beautiful game. I liked it.
And it's only the first 5 hours of actual Final Fantasy, and they stretched it into.
so that means there's
Ah.
more.
So they're gonna release more, which I think is awesome.
Well,
so
yeah.
do we agree on that one?
I'm a basic gamer, so I just got into gaming at 19, so there's a lot of games I
She
haven't
just
played.
learned what AFK means.
That's true.
A month ago.
And it was live
It's been
on-
6 months, okay?
All right.
I think
Okay.
I think that's fair.
All right, you guys.
I will
I
say
think,
this.
I think that I could agree with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I would agree with you guys. on
I
that
just
too.
didn't get
I
a
just
chance to play
haven't. Yeah.
But see, I do.
Love it.
That's the thing is, it's so good. I'm like, I know I'm gonna play
That's
this.
my kind of game.
Yep, I'm gonna
Yeah.
play it so much. I
So
just
let's put it
haven't
on
yet.
the thing. I think it would definitely be a top 10 contender. I've only played the intro.
I love the third
And in
third
Cyberpunk.
person, the adventure.
I think it's Vikings. Look at my sword and shield right
Skull, right?
Skull.
Skull.
Yeah. And then
So
the
out of
drinking
these,
game.
One spot left.
yeah.
everyone.
So out of these that are left, we can all make our argument. for
Okay.
which it is.
Okay. Which one should
I will.
Yeah,
would
before we
argue-
do that, can we agree that Among Us is a
Honorable mention.
Yeah, so before we get to the last one, let's all agree.
Okay.
Among Us did not
Among
come out in
Us.
2020, but it broke out in 2020, and everyone
On
and their
2020
son
was its true
and their
arrival.
dogs played the game.
Yep.
So let's put this. In the
So what's the
Perfect.
game we're gonna debate for the final
So
slot?
I'm gonna say that I would vote for 2 different ones. I would vote for either Wasteland because
I don't.
It's an RTS, which is a turn-based real-time strategy, and these guys aren't going to play that game.
Turn-based
But
sucks. I'm sorry.
It is probably the best RTS game I've ever played. And I was a major fan for a long time of Final Fantasy. What was the RTS Final Fantasy?
He's just staring.
Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics was like that. It held that spot when it came out. I was like, this is the best turn-based strategy game ever. And I play, I play RTSs, but that's my favorite one. The graphics, the graphics, and the story is in that same kind of world as like Fallout.
Wait, well, let me say this. So, Fallout was the spiritual successor to a game called Wasteland.
The original one.
That came out in like
Fallout.
88, I think, on PC.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like 88 or 89, I think, when it came out. Like, crazy old game, right? And it was the post-apocalyptic. It was so cool. The dialogue, the choices, all of that. Like, a game like Wasteland kind of was like one of the first ones to do that. So everyone that is a huge fan of Fallout, that's how I found Wasteland, because I loved Fallout, and then they were like, you gotta try Wasteland. And this is like the latest one to come out. It was really good. I can understand arguing for it, but I'm also not,
Mine is either that one,
it's,
or I would say Squadrons, but I haven't played enough of it. But I love the concept of team flying in VR. You're in an X-wing.
Star Wars.
But,
You played it for like 5 minutes and wanted to throw up.
you definitely need to get acclimated.
Yeah, it's flight training.
But for that reason, my other argument would be for Grounded, because Grounded isn't even finished yet, and it was on.
Right.
It was like one of the games we played,
It was the
and
first game they
it's
played
another different style game of the rest of these, which is the reason I like Wasteland. Is the
It's like
same
Honey,
reason
I
I like
Shrunk the
Grounded.
Kids.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
survival base
Yeah.
building game,
By
and which is different than like a strategy game or an RPG.
I would agree with Grounded. I would also, I don't know, I know I was the only one to put Fall Guys down there, but I think that like it was another one of those like 2020 COVID, everyone's in lockdown, everyone come together and play a game. Like that was one of those games, not as much as Among Us, I don't think, but it was definitely like up there. Like it was kind of like
A
the game,
virtual
and then
party
Among Us started
happened.
like blowing up, and then I never played Fall Guys ever again.
So,
because everyone was playing Among Us.
and I think that a game being that type of game should be taken into consideration,
Yeah.
right? Because
Like a
it's
party
like,
game.
I look at some of the ones on my list, and I'm like, Half-Life Alyx as a VR game is like, it is the best VR game. If you can play it, if you have a PC that can do it, and you can set it up to play, like, you should play it. It's the best. It's the most interactive world. Nothing, it's insane.
I
If you
do
like
wanna play
Half-Life
that.
at all, it's literally like, it's the story. It's finally, everyone's been begging for a sequel. They made one. It's in VR, and it's real good. Like, but it's also like, not everyone can play it, not everyone has played it, but like, as a game, it's just like mind-blowingly good. So I'm like, oof, that's really up there. Squadrons, like Shayna said, the concept is like what you dream of when you're a kid. When you watch Star Wars in the movie theater, you dream of being able to put on a helmet and like get in the cockpit and fly these ships and have dogfights and, you know, fight capital ships and like,
that messed me up though. Like it's so real. The graphics are so good. It's like
The graphics
so
are
good.
insane.
They really, you have to have a break because they're too good. Like you're like
it took
going
me
into rubble. It's crazy.
It took me
Crazy.
a few days of acclimation where I would have to like play for a little bit and then stop and then play for a little bit more and then stop, and I had to do all the training. I had to like give it time, because if I had just tried it and then I would have been like, no, it's too much. But my God, once I finally, like after a couple days, I got my VR legs for that type of game, because I never flown in VR either.
VR wings.
Yeah, my wings, exactly. It was like, this is like like almost one of those life-changing gaming experiences where you're like, I didn't know it could be this fun, you know? So like for me, it's way between Squadrons and Alyx, but those are both VR games that you guys haven't played. So I feel like I want to make my case for them and say they're amazing, they're incredible.
I want to play Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah, and then I don't
So
want
I
to leave
can't.
off, I will say this, Streets of Rage 4, if you like fighting games, a simple arcade, like easy to pick up, but insanely difficult to master, Streets of Rage 4 is like the best. And from what I've gathered, it's like the best one of the series. I took a brief tour through the others after playing that one, and they're okay, in my opinion. But Streets of Rage 4 is like, it had way more depth than I was expecting, and it was just, I'd never really played fighting games, I hadn't really got into them, but like, the type of game that it was enough of a blend that I was like, I have 84 hours of that game on
Damn.
Steam. 84 hours of Streets of Rage, and I was just like, I don't know how that's why it had to be on my list. So like, those are mine, but I can also, if there's some others, like, I wouldn't be
What's
mad
that?
if Grounded made it in. I really
like
wouldn't.
around, yeah.
And you guys are gonna disagree anyway, but Death Stranding, I am a ride or die Death
The
Stranding.
walking
I
simulator.
finished.
of
It's
Disney.
not a walking simulator.
It is.
Ooh!
Man.
Anyone that says that's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
a
the
guy
thing
made
is, like,
a mod where he could play on his treadmill. It's a walking sim.
it is
And
not
like
a
3
walking
chapters is too
simulator.
long to just be walking.
You
I'd
just
say
gotta
one
be patient
chapter.
and you just gotta take it slow. But once you get through the first 3 chapters, then it gets down to the nitty gritty, and then the story is amazing. The finish is amazing. Like, I love the game. I'm playing it again. It's third person. It's not a lot of action until the very end. But if you have the patience for it, and if you just want to like enjoy the view, enjoy like the task, like there's so like just taking parcel from one section to another section, all these things can happen in between. I love like the what's gonna happen. And then you have to figure out, okay, well there's these people that I have to avoid, or do I go through the section with I forgot the names of them, but like the ghosts and things, like it's like, okay, which way do I go? Like just planning your route. I love that stuff. So I'm a ride or die Death Stranding, but with a game that we've all played, I do agree with Charlie as far as Fall Guys, because it is mindless fun, especially during a pandemic. Like it's the perfect game to like, if we couldn't be together, that would be the game to play. Like, I like Grounded too, but I think it got real old real quick for me.
It was because it was in beta still, and then
Yeah,
it was
I
like
think
crashing
so.
a lot and kicking us out.
But I like
It's
that.
better
like,
now, and I think like if
Sure.
you, some people that complain about, that's why some people don't like survival games, because it's not, it gets old fast to them because it's literally just maintaining your base.
Yeah. So I feel like Fall Guys is just competitive. It reminds me a
Frustrating.
lot of very frustrating. It reminds me a lot of like Gang Beast or like Mario Party.
Yeah.
So.
I have to say, I played a lot of Fall Guys for a while. Haven't touched it in a while, but I feel like it's a game that we could go back and play, and it's like, it kind of
There's
reminds
different
me.
seasons too, so it's like every season there's new levels and stuff, so it's refreshing.
It's been a while since I've had like a Mario, not that it's like Mario Party, but it is like a game where I feel like you can play it with your friends and you're always gonna have fun.
It's like even ground too.
Guaranteed fun.
You're good or bad, and it doesn't matter because the way the game is,
It's
it's
like-
very
Yes.
even ground.
It's gonna be hilarious and fun, and when you have your friends, like it is a good game, and
Yeah.
I think for replayability, for me that gives Fall Guys some major points to go on the list, because it's like that's one you can always go back to. It's like I just need to have fun and like not think too hard.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
So
So.
what do you guys think? What's our
I can
final?
go with Fall Guys if we're
Yeah.
gonna have to pick one, because I
Yeah.
could sit and make an
That's what I
argument
mean,
for every single one of mine
Right.
as to why.
But if it's a BRE
But
list,
we've all played it
Yeah.
together. Like we have to keep that in mind too.
and we all had good experiences with it, and we like.
So
that
let's
Fall
do
Guys.
Fall Guys and put Grounded in the honorable mentions and with them on that.
Grounded with Among
Yeah.
Us. Definitely. All right.
I think we did it.
Yeah.
All right. And that's our list.
I'm gonna.
We did it. Yeah, I think that's a great representation of the BRE.
So in summary, we have Cyberpunk 2077, Ghost of Tsushima, Animal Crossing, Phasmophobia, Watch Dogs Legions, The Last of Us Part 2, Population 1, Final Fantasy
The remake. It was
the
the remake. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Fall Guys, with 2 honorable mentions, Among Us and Grounded.
Yeah.
I love it.
We
I
got
think
through
it's
this.
Yeah. I think that's the perfect BRE list.
Yeah, it is. We each I feel like for one, huge personal victory to even get Population 1 on the list. So I'm happy about that. But
Yeah.
I really I want to play the remake. Yeah, this is a perfect representation of the BRE. We did it.
Yeah,
we
good.
did it, guys.
Hey, high five. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Ah!
All right.
That's a good outro, I
Hey,
think.
hey, puppy.
That was a puppy. Oops.
If you want to keep it tight, say "ow."
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.